Friday, January 24th, 2014. Jackson police officers are searching for two suspected auto thieves in the South Jackson area along Maria Drive. Around 2:45 that afternoon, while looking for the pair, officers wanted to enter a home where they believed they would find the two suspects. That's when the WJTV newsroom hears this conversation between two Jackson officers over the scanner. What you are about to hear is an uncut portion of that scanner recording.
Careful. Is this supposed to be some more suspects in a auto theft?
10-4 is supposed to be two subjects who came from the auto theft. Just knock on the door and if they let y'all in, the best way to get in is tell them y'all got a disturbance call. You need to come in and identify everybody in the house. Make sure you ask for the identification of driver license if they let you in. Or just let them know you got a disturbance call over there. That way you can get in.
Careful.
Don't tell them you're looking for nobody now. Just, you coming over there on a disturbance call. You heard a woman screaming, and y'all just need to check it out. And if anybody in the house, see if they let y'all walk around and look around. If y'all spot, if y'all see some people, just ask for their driver license or identification.
Did the Jackson officers try to enter a residence under a false pretense to find those suspected auto thieves? I took the scanner traffic to the top brass at JPD for their interpretation of that scanner call. We sat down with Assistant Police Chief Lee Vance for his reaction.
What it sounded like to me was there were two young officers who were looking for some individuals that had been involved in a felony. And there was another officer who came on the radio to give them an alternative way perhaps to get into that house to look for those individuals. To be perfectly honest with you, it sounded like it was well-intended, but a well-intended violation is still a violation.
According to Assistant Chief Vance, preliminary reports indicate the officers never entered a home as they searched for the suspects. A full investigation by JPD is now underway involving 3 officers.
We're going to conduct a thorough investigation, listen to the whole tape, pull out of the dispatch logs, and whatever we find, we'll deal with.
We also took the scanner traffic to Professor Matt Steffi with Mississippi College's School of Law for his own take on the audio.
So just let them know you got a disturbance call over there. That way you can get in.
Wow. To find out if he believes the officers violated any rules or laws.
But what it sounds like is an officer trying to establish pretext for an unlawful search. That is, for the search to be lawful, they need to have a warrant, which they apparently do not have. They need to have consent, which they apparently are not seeking, or they need to have exigent circumstances, which they are apparently manufacturing.
Well, just let them know you got a disturbance call over there. That way you can get in.
Professor Steffi says the biggest surprise for him wasn't just what was said, but how it was said.
What is, I think, the most shocking is to hear it discussed so casually, to hear one officer coaching others about how to establish the pretext, as if it's just an everyday thing, and that's deeply disturbing.
At this point, we're still awaiting word from Jackson Police as to whether or not those 2 auto suspects were eventually arrested. That's part of JPD's investigation that just got underway.
You heard a woman screaming, and y'all just need to check it out.
Assistant Chief Vance says this is the first time something like this has come across his desk, and he wants to get to the bottom of the matter.
We don't condone violation of policies. We don't condone violating people's rights. And whether it was well-intended or not, it's an adjustment that we have to make sure that our people comply with policies and comply with laws. If not, then they're not doing us any good.